Thank you. Senator Coons.
Thank you, Chairman Menendez, Ranking Member Risch. Thank you, Chairman Menendez, for the opportunity to travel with you to Southern Africa, and in particular to South Africa with Sir Elton John and Dr. Nkengasong to celebrate the 20th anniversary of this landmark program that has saved more than 25 million lives. I think the single best thing President Bush did. I think something that's been sustained over presidencies and majorities of both parties. And I was just at a hearing with the administrator of USAID. One of the significant portions of this year's budget request is to sustain and extend our PEPFAR investment, our investment in transforming public health systems around the developing world. Sir Elton John, it's great to see you again. It was wonderful to get some time with you and to see the connection that you're able to create and sustain with young people, and the services that your foundation is helping facilitate and scale for young people online is a great investment and an encouraging story. If I could, Mr. Dybel, I just would be interested, I have missed most of the hearing and I suspect you've covered this, what you think are the areas where we most need to invest in innovation, in policy, as many countries are transitioning towards epidemic control. We need to better understand what our sustained investment in PEPFAR will accomplish, and what are the key challenges to moving towards an AIDS-free generation?
Thank you, Senator Coons. In terms of innovation, there are many areas of innovation. There's scientific innovation, for example, the long-acting antivirals that I mentioned, which could be prophylactic, but also a treatment potentially. Better diagnostics, local diagnostics, so people can be diagnosed and treated rapidly, which we think that would then reduce the transmission. But the innovation that we really need relates to localization, which I'm sure came up in your conversation with Administrator Power. Reaching communities and sustaining those communities, funding those communities, the faith communities, the community-based organizations that will not only enhance our ability to reach those most at risk, because that's where they are in the communities, but will also then give us the ability to detect and respond to the next pandemic threat. So the innovation, some of that's technological and how people connect with each other, but some of it's just human to human innovation. And this is a fundamental area. Most of the innovation that we've seen in PEPFAR, in Global Fund, and other development programs comes from the individuals. We can say, go do X, Y, or Z. They figure out in a setting with almost no resources how to make that work. And supporting that innovation will do two things. One, lead to greater success, and two, provide that ground of pressure for change that will not only be related to health, but democratization and many other things. The challenges will be financing, the challenges will be distraction to other things, and the challenge will be global competition for whose voice are they listening to. And I think the United States is well positioned, and PEPFAR has put us in a position to be able to do that extraordinarily well.
Last question, if I might. I just spent several days at a retreat looking at nutrition and food security in particular. I assume there are overlaps, Dr. Nkengasong may agree, because those who are immunocompromised, those who are most at risk of infection, those who are living with HIV/AIDS also need sustained high-quality food and nutrition. There is a food as medicine movement that I've been trying to better understand, and this is one population or one area of focus, those who are at risk, where I think our work in strengthening food systems can learn a lot from the groundbreaking work that PEPFAR has done in strengthening and transforming public health systems, particularly in rural communities, particularly in communities where food security is also aligned with being at risk for new infections. So I look forward to staying in touch. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for allowing me to question here at the very end. And again, to both Sir Elton John and to Dr. Nkengasong, thank you for your engagement and leadership in this area. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.